for the Peach State is filled with legendary moments, from the 22-point Yellow Jacket victory in the first installment in 1893 to the 8-overtime Classic in 2024. Clean, old-fashioned hate has had its moments, and we're ready for more here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plan to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games.
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting, stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Makes the catch. It's done. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Stockton. Touchdown, Georgia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Yellow Jackets are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. And the ball's on the ground. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick handoff. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw at Stockton. Caught near the sticks. It's dealt. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, though that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Frazier. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
They'll run play action. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Kane. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He's got it. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Handoff to the single running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Good, solid tackle.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Right on the money. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Georgia Tech, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He makes the grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to...
Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. To the air, it's Kane. Looking down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't work it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Frazier. Makes his man miss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? On the option. He'll pitch it. Trucks through the defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Kane. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it and worse.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And off to Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Dogs haven't just been hungry. They've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's King. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Escapes trouble. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Patterson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on third and inches. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space. It's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might as well stick with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Yellow Jackets need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. To throw, it's King. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily. But a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys. So this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports